Check it. Ball up. Oh, it's showtime. Let's go. Full-court trio. It's the full-court trio. They stay applying pressure. Triangle offense, running, gunning. Who's better? K-Sap on the post. He the man front and center. Swing it out to Keysha. She the queen, that's the sister. Got the bro Clyde gliding through. Now you history. The ball at the top of the key. He on the scene. Getting three the hard way. Moderators getting rid of. Any violators put a hater on hiatus. Pull up front row. Trolls getting finger rolled. Block your shot at the rim, Matumbo. No, not in my house. It's the big three. We talk the game the best. I need an S. Livest podcast. Get your views up. I average a triple-double, sending you players back to the huddle. Keep your rebuttal, stutter, step, and cross you over. No look past behind the back. You on the post money. Talk that talk. Just be ready to pour confetti. Kiss the rings of the chaps. That's legendary. The numbers don't lie. Most valuable podcast. Fast breakdown through the lane. Steam back. Money. It's the full-court trio. We're applying pressure. Yo, the bro Clyde, the sister Keysha, the queen, Duval, K-Sap, y'all know what time it is. Introducing full-court trio. We up 3-0. This is 3-peat, 3 in a row. It's the full-court trio. We up 3-0. It's the 3-peat, 3 in a row. Let's go.
Hello, my neighbors. How y'all feeling this evening? Welcome to the Full Court Trio with your girl, Keysha and Toni. You are watching Unfiltered Vision with Keysha and Toni. I am your host. I am Keysha at Cut the Israel Talk Sports. Please go over there and give me a sub. And my co-host, So Pretty Toni at So Pretty.
One second. Yee. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I can't hear you, Keysha. I can't hear you. You can hear me? I can't hear you. I'm gonna go out and come back. I don't know what's going on with my mic. I don't know what's going on with my mic, guys. I don't know what's going on with my mic. Yeah, see, Keysha, they said you're muted. Can y'all hear me? Because I couldn't hear Keysha. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear. Okay, I hear you. Thank you. I was like, I know I ain't crazy. I was like, I still can't hear you, Keysha. I can't hear you. The chat can hear me. Okay, she's gonna go out and come back in, y'all. She's gonna go out and come back in. She's gonna go out and come back in. What's up, everybody? I'm glad y'all good. For a second, I thought it was me, and I was like, "Ooh, I can't hear." But it's not me this time, y'all. It's not me this time. I'm good. I'm good. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? Y'all doing lovely? Y'all doing lovely? Y'all see what the title is? We are here. We're going to talk about that good old Angel Reese breaks records. Oh, man. Malika McNutt and her commentaries that she's had since the All-Star break weekend. But we're going to get into it. Nevertheless, as soon as my girl Keysha come on back in the building. But we, look, real quick, let's have a quick conversation, y'all. Let's have a quick conversation. Let's have a super quick conversation. Yes, we're going to get Keysha back in the building before I go ahead and do the super chats. So we give her a second to get back in here. Let's see. Y'all don't mind us. We also talking to our brother Brokelaw, right? Hey, who saw Quita's interview? Who saw Quita's interview? I want to know who saw her interview. Because, hey, big girl, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We appreciate it because all you Clarky fans, y'all are something, Clarky fans. Y'all are something. We gonna talk about it. I don't want to jump. I won't get too far ahead because we got some great conversation for you guys coming up. So we gonna get Keysha back in the building here real quick. Give her a second, y'all. Just give her a second. In the meantime, let's see what we got in the yard. Let's see what we got in the yard. Hey, my brother Van. Hey, Van. Is Van in the building? Hey, Van, I appreciate you, man. Van been giving me the scoop. He and Big Girl and a few others. Y'all keep me in the loop. I appreciate you. I am so glad that you guys do that. So if I miss something because I'm at work, please, if you see something, send it to me. That way I can look it over real quick, verify it, make sure it's 100. And once we do that, then we can most definitely talk about it. But what we don't want to do is do like what somebody did yesterday. Somebody put it out there that Kelsey Plum was already moved to the Velts. That was false. AI is a mother. AI is absolutely a mother. Is that a place in which she's looking for or looking at, or they are looking at her? Possibility. But until I can verify and re-verify, yeah, we're not going to talk about it. You got threatened folks already. Hey, what Tara say? What's going on? Tara said, you got to folks already. Shh. Folks just won't sit down. Nah, they don't want to sit down. Anything named our girl, they just.
Can you hear me?
Now, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. What you were doing there? What you doing?
Sorry about that, chat. I was having audio issues, man. I was like,
issues. No, I could hear. You can't hear. Can you hear?
And then my baby is upset because they got a long-term Chihuahua. It's time, Tony, and she's upset. Yeah.
You got the call?
Got the call.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's been she done had her baby since she was 8 years old. She's 25 now, so they've been together since they was young. So y'all send out a prayer for my daughter. She having a hard time. Today.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's her furry baby. Her first baby. Her only baby. Put it like that. Her only baby. She's 26.
Dogs.
She had.
And they're just like humans, man.
Baby. I know.
They're just like humans. Anybody that don't have that type of love for your dog, then you do not need a dog because they are just like children. They're just like children. They say, "Oh, but that's a dog." Hey, you got to feed them. You got to feed them, right? You got to give them water, right? You got to make sure that they cool. They have a roof over their head, whether they have a dog house in the back or they inside dogs or whatever.
They got to have something.
You got to take care of them. They children.
Tony, we moved here from Louisiana to Texas, and she hated it. My oldest child, she hated it. She wanted to stay in Louisiana, and one of the things we did, because I you know me, I'm not as big of a pet lover as you, because my mama used to be so scared of dogs, but her dad bought her was driving down one of them highways when we got here, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get her a dog. That'll cheer her up. And that's how we ended up with that Chihuahua. She was a little bitty baby,
Ooh.
just born. So yeah, she 26. My daughter 26
Oh
now,
yeah.
and she's
Yeah.
had her since she's been 8. So
She's
it's a
had that dog a
sad
long
day.
time. That's
Yes,
longevity because they don't last. Chihuahuas don't last that long. So
I know.
she has definitely had longevity. I do know the life expectancy of most breeds, but that one right there, yeah, that dog outlived itself.
Yes, yes,
It
yes.
outlived itself.
And
So
it's gonna
be
be
careful.
okay. I know. I just hate that she's up there by herself, but she says she's gonna
Yeah,
be
all
okay.
right.
She was supposed to drive home today anyway, because remember we all going to Baton Rouge for the baby party. So
Yes,
she'll
yes.
be here this evening. I just don't know
Hopefully
if
the baby is still here so she can, be here for
yeah.
the
Yeah. I just don't know
final
about her
moments.
driving, but she says she can do it. So we'll see, Tony. But but anyway, chat,
Many blessings, many blessings.
I'ma recenter myself.
Yes.
But y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the door. Thank y'all for all your condolences. Tony love her fur baby. She just be hugging on him all
I
the doggone
do. Give
time.
my doggy kisses and everything. My baby. My
I
baby.
know. He's so
And my
sweet.
she's so sweet. She's a big, big old sweet, sweet baby.
Now
And
I fought with
that
that
she's supposed to
chihuahua.
sit in my lap. I know you did. Chihuahuas or
I
something.
fought
I had one.
that thing thought she was human.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
so
When you love all your animals, they all think they want to sit in your lap. They
so,
want to be pet. They want to be rude. You got to give them a lot of attention. Yeah. So they're children.
did you tell the chat how you almost got told off in the game?
Did not. I was waiting for you, Keisha. I was waiting for you,
Tony,
Keisha.
Tony was in the middle of Wings fans chat out there talking about, let's go, Angel. And somebody on side her was like, she's a
Hey, girl.
flapper. She's a
Hey,
flapper.
let me tell you exactly what they said, chat. Chat, listen to me, chat. So first of all, and before we get into it, I gotta tell y'all, Keisha was a little perturbed. He was like, it's hot out here. Look, I bought my ticket, right? And I guess it was through some source, whatever. Third party, they try to sell their tickets and whatever.
Right?
Showed that I received the tickets, everything. Get there, couldn't get in. Big girl and Keisha was sitting out there. There was such troopers, right? They hung out with me and they didn't give me no slack, but I'm sure they wanted to. And it was hot. There was trying to get in the building. Put it this way, I made my girls miss the first half of the game. They had to watch it outside on their phones. And they finally got in the building right before halftime. And then I finally got in there in the midst of halftime. But they felt so bad for me, y'all. They changed my seat from the Raptors and put me right behind the Wings bench. And boy, when I say you could get hung sitting in that fan stance, if you said anything about the dream,
I tried to tell her.
It was crazy, y'all. This white girl was screaming, Keisha. Hey, I had to tell Keisha the story. If y'all were on my TikTok last night, y'all saw it. That girl was like, Angel's a flopper. You a damn flopper, Angel. You just a flopper. Get up. Angel's a flopper. It was super quiet. Everybody just looking. Man, she said, you're a Barbie, right? You a Barbie? Then act like a Barbie. Boy, she was going ham in there. And she kept looking at me to see if I was going to react. And I just looked, I smiled because at first, let's go, Dream. After that, I could not say anything else about Dream. I couldn't say nothing about Dream because of where I was sitting. And because if I did, I probably wouldn't have made it out of there. I probably would have lost a few locks.
Meanwhile,
there was on my head over there because I said, let's go, Dream. Look, when it got down to the wire, the girl was like, God, shit. it's time to stand up, y'all. So I stood up. It was crazy over there. And she says, I'm really an Angel Reese fan.
Oh, really?
I said, ooh, wee. Look,
Really?
that last shot hop. I said, ooh, wee. I took my nose. I said, I think we stole one. All she could do was laugh. The young lady was a good sportsman at the end. But I tell you, when I say she was on Angel's head in that game,
yes,
she was on Angel's head in that game. I was like, oh my God, I appreciate the seat. I appreciate the change. I appreciate them looking out for me. But damn, you could have put me behind the Dreams bench.
right.
Put me behind the Wings bench. And that was a tough crowd. So I sat there like a quiet little mouse, as I should. And I did not egg anybody on. I just want y'all to know I didn't egg anybody on. I was actually good. Because I started to scream, "Let go, Angel!" But Angel was handing Shepard her ass, and I actually wanted to kind of get wild, but I don't think I would have made it out of that chat. I told Keysha I was in fear of my life.
Whatever. Meanwhile, I was upstairs, me and Big Girl, and it got to that last little sequence where Enrique fouled Alicia Gray, and then she hit the she hit the free throws, and then she hit the game winner. Meanwhile, I hop up, Wings fans.
I eat it.
Them people was laughing at me. We had a good time. Even Wings fan, I said, you know what? I am actually a both the teams fan because I'm a Wings fan too. But y'all eat it until you choke. Them people outside of me was laughing.
Mind you, hey, Auntie P, that didn't really set me up. But the girl, you could tell that she had a little bit and she was on 20. She told the people in front of her, hey, Keysha, I didn't tell you this one. She told the people in front of her to the left, 2 rows down, when they looked at her, she said, and what about it? What you gonna do about it? I said, oh shit.
I don't want no problems.
I don't want no problems. My hands are up. I know how y'all get down here in Dallas, and I don't want no problems because both of us can't be on 20. I just sat there and stayed on 3.
Oh no, you're my people. These my people. No, I was rooting for both teams, but I'm an Angel fan. I was like,
both teams,
okay. Y'all here hollering at my girl. All right then. I'll see what
she
we
was
do.
on Angel's head, baby. She was like, gosh, she's killing us right now. She's killing us right now. She's killing us. Get up, Angel. Angel, dreams suck. I mean, baby, she was going.
I told you up there with me and Big Girl, and one a white guy. He was clearly a Dream fan. He just standing up in the middle of the road like, you're right. They gonna eat this today. They gonna eat this.
Hey, you tell them what the kids told you. Look, hey, Keysha said when she said eat this, what those little kids said.
What that girl said? I forgot now. I never got
She said eat this, and those little kids said, yeah, eat this.
It's like, because let me tell y'all, chat. Let me tell you how crazy it is. Angel so loved that they had closet Angel fans in the stand. They over there. They got the Wings jersey on, but they over there like, oh yeah, Angel just scored again. Oh nice.
Yeah, I know.
And then they get quiet. Then they get, oh yeah, Angel. Oh, she scored again. Oh, she just. Oh, okay. Oh, I ain't supposed to be doing that.
I know. And thanks for I try to keep my.
So yes, Chad. She loved in real life. Let's get and look. And I'm gonna show you some.
Man, she is super loved by all the Wings fans. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. I know
they love her.
And I told you what the young lady was doing, but she was sitting so close. Like I said, she was drinking. Who knows what she would have done? I'm gonna tell you, the white man sitting next to her to the left, I don't know if he was in fear of his life because he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" It's one of them looks like, "Are you okay?" And then before
No.
you know it, he kind of joined the party. He was like,
Yeah.
I
I'm
told
gonna
him
show.
not to foul." But it was fun, y'all. It was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
they said everything wasn't a foul, Tony. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm
everything.
gonna get to some snippets when I'm going through this first topic. So let's get to it, chat. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. First topic up on the deck is Angel Reese breaks records with her new Barbie doll. She just sold that thing out. I mean, when I went to
Yeah,
go try
baby.
to get a doll, that thing say look for me, and then I saw people was trying to sell a doll they had already bought for double the price. I said, you
Yeah,
sure on
that's
that?
just crazy. That's crazy. You bought it to resell it.
Yeah, no, you need to get that doll to me. That's what y'all need to do.
So
That's
what
what
they
y'all need.
did, Keisha, was they were buying multiple, and they had to kind of put a disclaimer that it was only going to end up only being 2 per person, because I think before they put that out, and I'm glad you mentioned that,
Mm-hmm.
somebody grabbed, literally, Keisha, like, was trying to grab over 5 dolls.
Crazy.
At this point, you know what they're doing if they're buying that many. They're
Yeah.
not for everybody in the family. They're doing it to resell it at a market price, and that's just, I mean, steep up price. That's crazy. So absolutely.
That's how they do it. That's how entrepreneur spirit in this country. Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I switched us around. All right. You can still hear me, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I can see
All
you.
right,
Yeah.
here we go. Let me play this right quick. This is her little promo. Let me tell you, we saw them shoes in real time. Them shoes are nice, chat. Them Reeboks Barbie shoes, they are
Nice.
nice, chat. She had them on last night. So y'all know a lot of people been taking pictures with their dolls. Oh, they're too cute. They've been
Look
taking
at
pictures.
that. Look at
They've been
that.
taking pictures with their dolls with their little cute self. And Angel has told everybody to do, I think, hashtag where is Barbie Angel. So
Oh,
so everybody's been tagging that Twitter tag so they can show where they have when they get their dolls. But hold on, I want y'all to listen to
mine's
Angel
at
talk.
home. I'm gonna have to take a picture next week after the game when I get back,
Yes.
because I got mine.
Here we go.
Been
Hey,
tremendous
baby.
with Reebok, Victoria's Secret, all of your endeavors off the court. There's still sometimes an idea about what women can do, right? What would be your advice to a young woman who wants to be in your position, both as an entrepreneur and as an athlete?
Be bold, take that step. I think oftentimes women, they try to put us in a box, what we have to do and what we have, what spaces we can be in, what we can't be in. I think you're an example of it, being one of the focal points on ESPN all the time. Like, you that girl, I be saying like, okay, there he is, a white queen right there. But I just think it's important just to have a voice, be in these spaces and be confident. When you walk into the room, have your shoulders back and know that you're that girl. I think that embodies what a Barbie is, like being able to put on so many different hats, change different clothes, and just knowing that we can do so many things. Women are just so powerful. We run the world. I love women. And yeah, women running sport.
I liked it. Y'all
I
heard
like
from
it. I like
Angel.
it.
One of her. She said, "Look," and this was after the game chat. Like I told y'all, be loved in real life. This was after the game that just happened last night against the Wings.
Yep. That girl went change, came back out to do all her signing.
To be signing, the babies was waiting to get they doll signed. So hey, man, that's all the negativity outside. You know what, Tony? It's real nice to see. There's some positivity too. They just don't
Absolutely.
like to. They just don't like to show it.
They never want to show the positive side of anything
Hmm.
named AR at all.
You know.
It's what can we find in the middle of this signing, Keysha, that we can come out and say negative? Oh, well, she wasn't smiling. I don't think she really wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
It's that type of narrative.
These people online, they got so crazy, Chad.
No, Shirley Kimbrough said y'all get to meet Angel. No, child, look, after they stole the show, we had to get up out of there.
Yeah, we had to get. We got to the car.
We got to the car as quickly as we could. You hear me? It was
Now, don't get me wrong. You know, there was a lot of Dream fans. They were really, really nice. I would say they were really, really nice. There was plenty of them. We were still talking smack, walking through the corridors to get out the building. It was great banter back and forth.
It was fun.
It was fun. I mean, Enrique was so mad she ran through the damn tunnel and left.
Girl, Enrique said, "I'm out of here." Yeah. You made them call on me. I'm out of here.
we was like, "Well, Enrique go." Oh, okay.
Enrique ran. She said something and ran right in that tunnel. We didn't see Enrique after that.
Yeah, we didn't see her no more. But some of the negativity that's online, I'm gonna read this to y'all. Is this? You know, the girl dropped her Barbie dog and sold out. There's always people online doing goofy stuff. This reads: if you have kids who have the Angel Reese doll, be careful posting them online. Caitlin Clark fans are making AI images of the children to depict them holding Caitlin Clark dolls instead. Be careful posting your kids. So this little girl right here had her Angel Reese doll, Shad. You see her clearly. She's a little white girl with an Angel Reese doll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then somebody uses AI and changes that same little girl into a black girl with a Caitlin Clark doll.
Yep. They forgot to change her hands and her feet, y'all. They're still white. But anyway.
It's like,
I'm just pointing it out.
But Toni, why would you take somebody's child picture?
Change a child. If you want to change the doll because you just want to be silly and you want to troll, okay, do it. But why would you change the child? Why would you change the child?
I mean, clearly, look at the baby.
The claims of racism is what they say, right? Then what is this? If this alone isn't racism at its finest? It has absolutely nothing to do with Angel. This has everything to do with we're going to make the doll white like it's pretty much always been the majority. They do have other black Barbies.
Right.
This particular one, because it's the very first athlete female, right?
Yeah, definitely the first black W player to get a Barbie doll. Right.
So we're going to change it to, and I'm going to say it, and if you don't like it and you're a Caitlin Clark fan in here, I don't care. We're going to change it to the Great White Hope that you all say she is, and we're just going to change the doll to depict her. We're going to change the number, but we're going to leave the bangs the same. We're going to leave the nails the same. We're going to leave the leg sleeve the same, because now Caitlin is wearing the leg sleeve, you know. And we're also going to leave the shoes the same. Make it make sense. But it's not a race thing. Angel is always making it racist. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with Angel. This has everything to do with Caitlin Clark fans. Or let me take that back, right? It has everything to do with the individual that posted this. Let's say that, right? Because maybe it's not a Caitlin Clark fan. Maybe it's just someone that's just being a simple troll and doing it for clicks
and views. I don't know.
But to me personally, I'm going to say it's from that clan in terms.
If it quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn.
Right.
If it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mountain goose. I think that's what Stevie Day said.
And I mean, you can't zoom it any much further because then it distorts the picture. But clearly, that's not even Caitlin's face.
Yeah.
Face. There's a few things that's not Caitlin's face. including the 2K. But that's another topic for discussion, because that too is not her face. That's not her whatsoever. But we know that when they make the images of these ladies, it's never really them. Like some of them in the 2K last year with Angel, a lot of the players, they just look really weird. The images are off the chain.
I got a question. Why do you think Angel's business accomplishments, her brand deals, her, doing these things off the court, why does this trigger so much hate when their favorite player, you know what I'm saying, Toni, is accomplished off the court with her deals as well? Why does it trigger so much hate and criticism towards Angel?
Because the only person in the W that they deem is rewarding of all things is Caitlin Clark. No one else in the W can do something that Caitlin hasn't done. Because if you do, it's hatred. And it just so happened to be Angel, because Angel is getting it done, and she's getting it done at, at a rapid pace that is so unreal. And not only that, every time there is something global that is getting ready to happen to Caitlin, Keysha, Angel's always there too. Angel's coming up with something else. It's always something else. So there hasn't been a moment really, truly in the W thus far that Cece has had that's just been her own. It's always involved Angel and something new that she's come up with, a new project, a new venture, something else that has elevated her even more and more. So it's the hatred at its finest. Had the doll come out first and say it was Caitlin, we would not have this conversation. It would be exciting. It would be, oh my God, like, look at our icon. And child, I'm going to say this to the company for Barbie. Please be careful, because as much as they gloat and idolize and worship Caitlin, I don't know what they would do with a doll. I don't know what they would do with a doll. It would be extremely insane. So right now it's like, okay, Angel's done it. Cece has to do it. I'm going to visualize Angel for doing it. But as soon as Cece does it, we're going to say it's the greatest thing in the world.
But Toni,
I.e. the 2K. I mean, it's the same thing, right? They put a monkey on Angel last year, and they did not put a monkey. They didn't put an ape or a gorilla on Cece this year. I mean,
but Toni,
what is it? Go for it.
Toni. It's a part. What's so weird about this hatred? It just lets you know how much jealousy they do have for this young lady. Because the reason why I say that is because it's a part of her brand.
It's a part of her brand. She's always been called the Barbie. I don't understand what part of that you don't get. This young lady has talked about doing something and partnering with Barbie since LSU days, right?
She's been trying to get this deal for a while. She's been
trying to do this for a while. So basically, it's taken her, this is the 5th year, it's taken her 5 years to finally break through this deal. Something that has been in the works that has, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's the hatred.
This actually is a point.
Is a problem. That's a big problem. Oh, Angel's just racist. All right, she racist. If they could have taken this picture right here that you have posted right now, Keysha, and turned the face white and made it Cece, they would. Instead, they would take this picture and they would do something else with it.
How about this, Toni? Toni, how about this? Maybe Cece don't want to be a doll.
Maybe she don't, but it's the forcing of everything. There's a lot of, let me tell you something, Keysha. I'm glad you said that. There's a lot of things that Cece doesn't really care to do, but she's
She's
doing
a
it
different.
because they won't let her be her own person. She can't be her
That's
own
my point.
person. She can't be her own person. She has to do exactly what they want her to do, and anything that Angel's done, they want her to do it even more. That's it. In the
Sound like
nutshell.
Sound like jealousy to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
That's all it is. It's 100% jealousy, period.
It is clear, at least to me. It is clear to me, Tony. CC not
Exactly.
into fashion and beauty
No,
and
she doesn't care about that stuff.
she don't care about that stuff. So why y'all were running around on behalf of her, discrediting another athlete who's into that?
Because they can. And I'm gonna tell you something. Right now, it's Angel, and it's been Angel because it's been the biggest, as they say, the most marketable thing. It's not as marketable anymore. To be honest with you, right now it's just a clown show. It's just a joke when it comes to that because Angel is so far off the rails from CC that it's just insanely different, right? CC got her own thing going on. Angel got her own thing going on. Allow that young lady to form whatever it is that she needs to form in her own business and her own business avenue and adventures to allow her to be her own individual person. They're not allowing her to be an individual person because they want her to do more and be above anything or any approach of what Angel has going on instead of allowing her to be her. Same thing. We can even throw in the situation with the shoes right now. Let's just say the shoes that CC has right now. CC has now shown that she has multiple color shoes.
Right? Yeah.
Worn a few in games, and then she featured another pair in All-Star, as well as given a different color pair to the stud buds, right?
Right.
When it comes to that, it's like we know that she has a wave of colors coming out. All of these ladies have a wave of colors coming out. She's going to post them and bring them out when she needs to. Maybe she will name them. Maybe she won't. It's a marketing scheme. Just as Shaq said when he and Angel started working on her shoes. And what was the strategy for that and how we can get them out immediately and be the first to do it. It's still going to happen. Look at Asia. And that's why I brought that up. Asia Nike shoes came out before CC. Asia has about 5 colors out now, 5 or 6 colors out right now. I think when they decide to do CCs, they're going to probably do them a month apart because right now we do know that she has about 5 or 6 colors as well. It's just a marketing thing. Allow that to happen. That's her own shoe. She's getting it done. Sabrina has her shoe. Sabrina has a different look. Sabrina has a shoe. Paige has a shoe that she is working on a different design and doing some things. We have to allow these ladies to just simply be within their own realms, their own power, their own marketing ability, and let it be done. We have to diminish every single thing that Angel has done because CC hasn't done it first is bull. We got to stop. They're all individual ladies. All Angel's doing is, and to be honest with you, Keysha, Nike we know is one of the biggest and the top brand, right? When it comes to markability and executing things. But Nike is also the brand that holds players to a limit. They only allow them to do so much. They only allow them to do certain designs when it comes to their shoes. So don't hate the player when it comes to Angel. Hate the game. Because she was able to do all of her, everything on her own by way of her own. We have got to stop diminishing everything that this young woman has accomplished because you're mad that CC didn't do it first. If she did
that's basically all it is.
That's all it is. If she did it first, then you would have claimed that Angel's just a copycat, that she's a follower. Right?
Hello. This been her brand since Baltimore.
Been her brand. Barbie's been her brand since Baltimore, and we are hating on her and changing her doll and trying to give her unwanted negative reviews when, trust me, those little negative reviews you give isn't going to be that, it's not going to weigh that big.
Yeah, people are taking time out to go do a review for a doll they didn't buy.
Exactly. They didn't buy it. So they haven't
didn't buy it.
They haven't taken it out the box. They haven't seen the flexibility of the doll. They haven't been able to really fully critique the doll in itself, but yet they go and give a poor review.
It's like,
go figure.
It's like, what are y'all taking time out today to go through all that? Like, for real? Hold on. It's like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't get it. And that makes y'all just, okay, hold on. I'm gonna play this for y'all. Y'all think I'm lying? Hold on. And they say the women in the WNBA are jealous.
Yeah.
Right after we finish this topic, I'm gonna get to your super chats. I promise y'all. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me make this bigger. All right.
Hey Target, why can people who clearly did not purchase an item review an item on your website?
Right. Clock that T.
Clock the T.
Clock that T.
It needs to be fixed. These need to be removed. I also checked Walmart. There were no reviews on the Walmart app. And I checked Amazon. There was a 1 bad review, and I reported it.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Hold on, let's pause for a minute. Somebody say, I don't like the lack of diversity. Let me just read some of these reviews from people who didn't buy the doll.
Who didn't buy the doll. Can't review something you didn't buy. Go ahead.
Didn't buy the doll. I don't like the lack of diversity. Where's the Sophie Cunningham or Caitlin Clark? Do better. Not promoting bullying and unsportsmanlike behavior. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. This other one said, I don't know. This other one says, genuinely, why would anybody buy it? Somebody else said, ugly and trashy. This toy, like the actual person, is ugly and trashy.
Right. Personal attack. That's a personal attack. Personal attack.
Eyes aren't far enough and nose is way small. Look way too small. Looks like her. Okay, we talk about noses. Okay. Angel Reese.
Personal attack.
Angel Reese is Sid and she sucks. And this shows exactly how bad Angel Reese is. And she needs to retire and go back to the kitchen trash.
Nothing to do with the doll. Keysha,
okay,
nothing to do with the doll. Go ahead.
We're gonna keep going. I got this as a gag gift, and when I tried to throw it in the trash can, I bricked it. I tried again and again and kept missing it. Eventually, someone else picked it up and throwed it in. I did break the record for most trash can rebounds, though. The last one. All these companies are promoting people who are terrible at their jobs instead of focusing on greatness and positive role models.
What is greatness? What is greatness?
Let me finish. Let me let you finish listening to old girl. Hold on.
Again, personal opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Whose intent is obvious, allowed to leave reviews on an item they clearly did not purchase. Fix it, Target.
Fix it, Target. That's why you.
Because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Fix it. These people
That's
clearly
why you having problems now.
And they won't be buying the Barbie doll.
They
Why
won't.
are they allowed to leave negative reviews?
Right.
I do have my Barbie. I purchased it off Amazon and I did leave a 5-star review.
Clock that T. Clock that T.
What we doing?
Clock that T. What we doing is we're doing what we always do, Keysha. We come and we run to the internet as soon as you hear her name. And we trash her. That's it.
Because we're haters and we're jealous people.
Yeah, because we're haters and we're jealous people and we don't want to see her win at anything. She
Mm.
can't even win at getting a Barbie because she looks like Sid, or because she's a bricklayer. Again, none of that has to do with the Barbie. None of
Barbie
that.
don't believe. Look, Barbie don't believe she look like Sid.
Right. So for the select few that chose to go and do that, there's millions that love it. So your review is just so out of whack. I mean, I had to turn my head because I wanted to think about there was something else that was going to come out of my mouth, but I typically will think before I speak. And they always said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. So for you individuals that are like that, and some are in the chat, but it's okay. One day, once come a time, not once upon a time, but once come a time, if you have kids and something happens or something bad happens to you individually, right? It's always the same, man, I don't know why that happened to me. Man, I just can't win. Well, this is why. Because you are such a negative and nasty person and you don't see you won't speak the truth or talk the truth. It's let's get to the negative. Let's try to diminish her as much as we can to make her want to leave or to make her not want to be a part of the W. Have her walking around moping. She can't talk. If she talks, they complain. If she doesn't say anything, they continue to complain. If she acts like the doll that she is and be just cute, oh, she got a problem because she's just too cute. If she acts like she wants to be aggressive, oh, she is just too aggressive. We got to get rid of her. If she makes just a slight banter about something and it's a joke, oh, it's a problem. But we'll get to that because I'm going to wait on that piece because we got something on that. Go ahead.
Hold on, Tony. Ain't that what they say about Caitlin Clark? They say no matter what no matter what she do, she
can't win.
She can't win. Well, we feel the same thing about Ace.
We feel the same way because you won't shut up.
We feel the same way. So we all should be fans together then.
We all should be one big happy family because apparently everybody feels the same. Me personally, I don't care what Cece does. Cece could have a million brands out there. She could have a million options out there. I'm going to cheer her on.
Hey, it used to be, look, this is why, and then we're going to get off this subject. This is why I've come to the conclusion that, you know what? This is just being used as an attack on women. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of these people that are doing this stuff online, they don't watch the sport. They don't want these women to have a sport. They don't want these women to have a sport. They don't want these women to have a sport.
Right.
They don't want these women to create generational wealth for themselves.
No, they don't. They don't want them to have any money. They want them to stay poor so they can continue to say, CC helped them along the way.
Yeah. I don't think they want her. They want her to a certain extent. I'm gonna tell you, Tony, as long as she stay in their box, she can reap the benefits.
Absolutely.
But you have to understand, they keep CC in a box.
Absolutely. They do. They keep her in the box, and unfortunately, that's sad for her.
They want to tell her what she wants to endorse. Yeah. Even though she don't care nothing about no Barbies. They want to tell her to get a Barbie. They're going to create the Barbie for her with her likeness.
Yeah. Absolutely. They are.
And it goes back to this society that we live in. We just going to tell women what y'all should like and not like. And y'all need to stay in the background. And y'all don't need to be making too much noise. Y'all supposed to be seen and not heard.
That's what they say.
And if you are being seen, you need to be controlled by us. You need to be a product of something we put out. You do as I say.
You do as I say.
Y'all see how that works? And it does a disservice to whether you're a black woman, white woman, you're just doing a disservice to women, period. Because if you can't control them, then you denigrate them. You talk about them. You have all these things. against them. But however, at the end of the day, nobody asks these people leaving these reviews. Nobody asked Caitlyn what she would do or whether she even wanted to be first to that. They just automatically assume, oh, they just trying to push their agenda or something. Crazy is all get out, chat. That's all I can say. But congratulations to Angel Reese and her Barbie doll. Let me get to some of these. Let me get to some of these super chats. Hold on 1 second. Thank you, June Brown, for the 10 jewels gold coin. Thank you for the jewels, June Brown. Let me click that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Rasheen Beats, for the $2 super chat. He says, the host got did up today for us. Thank you, Rasheen. Thank you, Robert Jones, for the 440 jewels. Unc alert. Is Unc in the chat? I ain't see him. I'm gonna have to go see him, man. I'm gonna have to go see if he up in there. Hold on. And thank you, Kels08, for 30 jewels. Clutch. Thank y'all so much for being in the building with us. Yes, they won't.
Okay, I'm back, team. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. No, I was going through super chat. Yeah, they just want control.
Uh-huh.
So they just want control. They want these ladies to stay on code and perpetuate whatever narratives they want to push and push whatever products they want to push. They don't like women that have their own mind and have their own plan into what they trying to promote. And CC, break out of the box. Don't let nobody control you, man.
Yeah. She did for a second, but she went back in.
If you don't,
she came out for a second and she went back in. Come back to the light, CC. Come back to the light.
Like I tell Tony all the time, we can all eat. We don't have to all do the same thing.
Yeah, we don't.
To be successful. We need to do what fits us.
Yes.
But hey, congratulations to Barbie. Because they raking in the dough.
She said, "Why you complaining? I love it. Thank you." Hey, I'm gonna say this too. Look, I haven't seen Angel since she was a high school, like in person, since she was a high schooler. And I was telling Keysha this. That damn girl is tall.
Yeah, that's a big
ass girl.
Yeah, that's a big girl.
Look, that's a big girl. So is Shepherd, and I'm gonna tell you this: that dang old AKO Chocolate Drop, who I gave the name Chocolate Drop.
Oh, from the Dallas Wings. Yeah.
Drop, that's such a pretty little girl. Hey, she has the most beautiful skin. Guys, we have some very elite ladies in the W, and I just want you guys that if you haven't caught a game, find a way to catch a game so you can actually see these ladies in person. It's fun. It's enjoyable. And I've seen where online, I've seen a lot of people come back and say, hey, man, look, I thought this way about this individual. But my God, I got to see it in person and I was wrong. Like, that girl is a baller, right? It was said about Angel, but it's also been said about other players. But you have to actually really truly go and see these ladies. Like I said, I haven't seen Angel since she was a high schooler. And she was still growing at the time. And she was thin, right? But that's a healthy young lady right there. She is big as hell. I was like, God dang, because I actually got to see her like sit close, and I was like, big ass girl. Shit.
She's so crazy.
She said, yeah, that's a big girl. I was like, that's a big girl. But yeah, that AK. And I got to see my girl Odyssey Sims. Like, I've had a connection with Odyssey. I haven't seen Odyssey 2 for a long time. But again, it would have been nice to kind of hang around and maybe catch up with some of the ladies, but it was time to get out of there. I catch them another time. I'm not a glazer. Like, I can critique a player. I can say that I have a favorite player, but one thing no one can ever say about me ever in my life, my career, it could be Michelle Obama. I could be in the same presence with you, and I'm not gonna go goo goo gaga. I just won't. That's not my nature. But it was indeed, in fact, a good opportunity to actually really go to the game and see her and watch the other ladies. And Enrique, man, that girl was. Although she crashed out at the end, that girl was balling.
That girl was hooping.
That girl was balling, but man, she crashed out in the end. And she should.
That girl, you see them moves in person is different than on that TV. That girl was hooping. She crashed out at the end.
Yeah, she crashed out in the end, but she definitely crashed out. She went
before that moment.
She was balling.
She was balling.
She was handing JC another. I can't say it, but she was handing her another.
The business. She was handling her the business. That's what she was handling.
She was giving her the business. She was giving her the business and saying, "Pass out my business cards to everybody else, you know."
Yeah. So not only her, Alicia Gray was fighting the whole night. Enrique and Alicia Gray was fighting the whole night. Po, man, that was fun to watch too. They was going back and forth.
That was fun.
Hold on. Before we go to the next topic, let me get this last super chat. Then we're going to go to the next topic. Thank you, Blessed One, for the $5 super chat. She said, I have to pick up my doll from Target today. They were the only store that had them in stock in Houston. Get that thing. Blessed One,
get it.
All right, chat. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We're going to go to the next topic. Well, y'all, we're going to talk about another Black woman who got some backlash for some comments about Caitlin. That's old Malika McNutt. We're going to listen to the interview of Caitlin Clark with Malika Andrews. And then we're going to listen to Malika McNutt's comments after that interview. And then we're going to react and try to figure out why everybody's so mad, like Dave Portnoy and all these people that's mad about Monica McNutt's comment. We're gonna try to decipher what we missing, or what we need to see, and y'all gonna help us do that, chat. Y'all gonna help us do that. So let me move to the side and bring it up. We gonna listen, cause you know that's what we do. You know, because maybe I'm missing something, but let's go.
Yes.
Here we go.
In a moment where players there's never been more excitement that surrounds women's sports. And oftentimes that's also now coming with a discourse that we all have become all too familiar with. And I had a chance to sit down with one of the stars of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, to talk about exactly that.
Clark fires. 45-10, the most she's ever scored in a game.
At its best, what the league has to offer is yourself and Paige Beckers and Asia Wilson. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
And yet so much of the discourse feels completely and totally unrelated to that. Do you feel that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of it is like, it's not always based in reality. I feel like media and journalism have a responsibility to tell the stories. And a lot of times, like, you guys are the ones controlling the narratives about what people read and what people talk about. And a lot of that is sometimes so far out of touch with what is reality. And that can be confusing to somebody that's 24 and trying to navigate life and trying to help her team win a championship.
Case in point, an incident like Alyssa Thomas, the foul. A foul happens on the court.
Yeah.
You move on. She moves on.
Yeah.
And that should be the end of it.
100%.
So top down, what needs to be done so that is?
It seems like there's always a moment like that in every season that I've played so far. And I think for myself, like, I just try to navigate it the best I can. It gets exhausting. It gets frustrating because I think especially like that's a perfect example of like, yeah, it was a hard foul and it should have been dealt with in the moment and they should have decided what it was then and reviewed it. Great. We move on. You see it happen in the NBA all the time. It's not anything more than that. It's basketball. When I walk out of the locker room, I shouldn't be not fearful of what the conversation is going to be, but you know, you just like, it's emotionally exhausting. It's draining. It makes your shoulders tense because, you know, people don't want to talk about the basketball. They just.
I'm going to stop it for 1 second just to say, it should be just about basketball Caitlin, but your fan base.
Yeah. Check your fan base.
Your fan base said it wasn't just basketball. They said it was assault. They said Congress needed to get involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Caitlin? Gotta be a little bit more self-aware. That is not just the media.
Nope. Not just the media.
The media is reacting to the backlash. Nah, y'all know me. I am all I pride myself on going at the media and the propaganda machine. Trust me, I am not taking up for the media. But Caitlin,
yeah,
when that moment happened, the media didn't shape that narrative. Your fan base did. They already had clips. They'd already slowed it down. They'd already pushed it through social media saying that you were being assaulted. And they accused the WNBA of not protecting you. So much so that Republican senators wrote a letter
and signed a
petition for you. Honey, trust me, the media
reality right there, baby. That's reality.
That's reality. The media didn't start the petition, baby. Your fan base did.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna keep going.
Yes.
Want to stir it up and make it something else.
How do you square the way that you are covered with who you know yourself to be?
I think there's just like a false characterization of who I am sometimes. Like, and I get it. Like, as a reporter or as a blogger, like, you can write an opinion piece and that's your job and whatever. But at the same time, like, you don't know me. Like, we've never had a conversation. I get people have a job to do, but at the same time, like, don't make accusations about my character and who I am when you don't know me. I understand this is your job and this is your profession and this is what you get to do. And basketball is my profession and what I get to do. And the reason I play it is when I step in between the lines, I love it. And that's what's so fun about it for me is like, I get to compete. This was always my dream. And nobody should ever try to take that away from me. Like the love and the joy that I have for the game, and they haven't and they won't, because it's my goal to win championships. And I know that I can help this team do that. And that's always what I remind myself in the moments that, you know, things go downhill.
You have to be on the floor for those 17 games.
Damn right.
In order for that to happen, both health-wise and technical fouls.
Good point. I was thinking more health. I forgot about the technicals.
So how are you squaring that in your head? Because that is within.
I think it should be a great challenge for me to try to last 17 games without getting the technical. Unfortunately, I haven't got a single technical foul rescinded all year. But I think like the fire and the passion, like that's what makes me me.
Yes.
And absolutely there's moments where it can be reined in a little bit. And I think there's moments where I've been a little bit dull. The moments you see me at my best, I'm smiling, I'm fiery, I'm in it with the crowd. And that's what allows me to dominate the game, control the game, have fun with the crowd. Like I feel like an entertainer in a way. Like this, it's like an art to me. It's like, it's fun. It's like my creative juices flow in these moments on the court. But it's definitely something I'm going to be aware of. Like if I had to guess, like I'm probably not going to last 17 games, but I'm going to try everything in my power to last 17 games.
Hey, Toni, before I get to Monica McNutt, that's the Caitlin I want to see on the court too. The one that talks trash, the one that be hyping up the court. But guess what, Caitlin, your handlers tried to tell us, your handlers and that media persona, whoever these people from these networks tried to tell us you wasn't a trash talker and you would never be talking crazy on the court and blah blah blah. They tried to change the perception of who you are. I know who you were.
We know who you are because we've seen you.
Just like we
followed you.
Just like we know Diana Taurasi is an a-hole.
Yeah. She's always been an asshole on the court. Everybody knows that.
That's been her persona. And if y'all ever get a chance, there's a good documentary for Diana Taurasi. I think it's on Prime Video. When she talks about at the beginning of her career, how they was trying to make her that it girl and was trying to change her persona and who she was and blah, blah, blah.
She said no.
Trying to make her more feminine, this blah, 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 blah. She went through that process and had to decide, no, that's not me.
Don't sell your soul. When you sell your soul, this is what happens.
You got to let this young,
I.e., as you said, Keysha, you get put in the boat.
you got to let this young lady be her. But no, y'all was running around with this Angel's the villain. She just came out of nowhere and did that and was talking trash to Kayla. She didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, have y'all been watching college women's basketball? Apparently not. That's when I knew half of them fans, they had never watched. They watched one game, which a lot of people watch the national championship. And they didn't watch the rest of them games. They didn't know what type of personality this young lady had. She always been a little cray on the court.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As if you were a true fan of CC, right? If you were a true fan of CC, you would know that she have a little cray in her.
She got a little cray.
And always have, right? But that's what makes the passion of the game for her super exciting. The same thing for Angel. Angel gets hype. She gets the crowd involved. When she gets to be herself, you see some phenomenal basketball. But y'all want to control every movement, every inch of what these ladies say and do, how much they act, how much passion they show, what they say, how they say it. You're trying to control every single bit of it, and you are destroying these ladies. Not just Angel when you're doing this shit. You're also doing it to Cece. She literally just said it. It is not fun. It's not fun.
She wants to be herself.
She literally just said it to you guys. Stop doing that. She enjoys this league. She enjoys the ladies she play with, regardless to the color of their skin or their sexuality. She's had to play in this sport since the moment she decided to touch a basketball. And when she decided to touch a basketball and go through that, she knew what she signed up for.
Toni, everybody that plays a sport knows what they sign up for.
Right. But you all are, as her fans, and that don't truly enjoy the sport or like the sport or engage in the sport, you just follow her and what her greatness is because you saw a logo 3 or somebody told you a logo 3 or you saw a highlight and then you became a fan, and that's not a true fan. Because a true fan that or someone that didn't know anything about the sport, Keysha, let me get this out, that decided they wanted to be a fan will take the time to go and learn about the sport. Now you're not just a fan of CC, you're a fan of the sport. Oh my gosh, like there's so many more players. Oh, even if you're not in tune to the ones now, you go back to the ones that were, right? There is a history. She came into something that has a history.
Toni, CC and her family been watching the W since she was a little girl.
Since she was a little girl.
When they decided to train her in this sport because she was good at it, they knew what they were signing up for.
Yep.
So for people to just come into this sport 2 years ago or however when they come in and act like, oh, I've never seen this before. She's seen it.
Right.
And it was still her greatest dream.
Right.
But y'all come out here and denigrate the sport and the league that she has spent all of her life trying to get to.
Right.
Make it make sense. That
absolutely. And those that will take it back as far as this, those that have been following her, again, since she was in high school, such as myself, you're trying to tell me that I don't like her. Bullshit. I'm a fan of the sport. And a fan of the sport is going to like all the players in it. For the game, not for them individually, not because of the color of their skin, not because of what they can offer off the court. That's great where we are now, to where the narrative has become where these ladies can earn a living, because after basketball, they have nothing. And so all they have is whatever little pension that they were given at the time, right? So they didn't have money. They didn't have the normacy of what an NBA player had or NFL player have. Hell, MLB player has. They had to go and get a job and work because they didn't have the means. Now they do, and you guys are turning it into something else. Let's enjoy the sport for what it is. I'm going to enjoy all the individuals in the game. If you haven't watched her throughout her tenure and her becoming this great player, right, who still have improvement to make, because all players have improvements to make, because she is just like other players, right? Then you shouldn't open your mouth because you don't know what you're talking about. You just spill nonsense over and over again. Everybody hates her. Oh, y'all hate her. Oh, she's not black, so you hate her. Oh, she's not a lesbian, so you hate her. Like, cut it out with the narrative.
That's a new one for me. That one that they kept pushing, that one right there. I was
that
like,
one right there. Yeah, that one right there.
So I guess I gotta be from the alphabet mafia to like women's basketball.
Yeah, we're not. First of all, I don't swing that way. Don't.
But no, Tony.
I don't have nothing against those that do. That's their business.
Tony, we can't be
basketball.
a fan.
We're talking about basketball.
No, Tony.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't be a fan. No.
I can't be a fan. I can't be a fan of Caitlin
all
and
those
other
fans.
I only have to be a fan of one. That's what you're saying? I only got to be a fan of one? I can't be a fan of everybody.
No, all the fans
That's
have to be from alphabet, the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, Q.
K, I, Q, T.
And if you're not one of them fans,
Y-Z.
then they don't love you. And I was at the game, and look, I was at the game last night.
We saw it at the game
and
last
I
night.
beg to differ because because I was in the middle of inclusivity and everybody loved me. So I was good.
Look, I enjoyed the game. I had fun in the game, and we didn't have none of what this online rhetoric has going on in this game. No. We had fun, peer, loving people in the game. You might have one or two, but they didn't sit around me. I just have to make sure I didn't get jumped by the Dallas Wings fan.
I think a lot of these fans a lot of these new fans, I think that, and then we're gonna get to Malika McNutt comments. I think a lot of these new fans are jealous of the community that the W already had established. that they already had a community, and some of y'all they don't want in there. You ones that want to talk about bigotry and hating, not being inclusive, they don't want y'all in there.
Yeah, just coming in anything and just saying what you're saying spills that you have no education. You have no education. You don't have no education, and you have no education for the sport. So that's the problem.
Tony, and that's what they missing. Yeah, y'all right. I think they mad. No, I think it's reverse. I think y'all mad because that community is like, no, we don't need your hating narrative, political narrative people over here with that foolishness. We just want to play basketball and have on a stud bud wig. That's what we want to do.
Yeah. And we want to see her have more. We want to see her have fun because she enjoys the stud buds, Keysha. Caitlin enjoys the stud buds. Those are her best buds.
Now that is true, big dog.
She's on the stream.
That's the truth. There's a divide between real fans and casual fans.
Yeah.
And somehow we're gonna have to try to bridge that gap. And I'm telling you, Chad, they talking about jealousy from the ladies. I think there's some jealousy from the casual fans that want to be in with the real fans because they want their voices to be legitimate.
Yeah.
They want their
Won't be
voices
heard.
to be legitimized. And we come up here every day and show people how their voices are not legitimate, and they don't like that.
They don't like it.
Because we be up here like, really? Y'all doing all that? Why y'all doing all that? And then they be like, see, again, y'all try to act like we not real fans. Well, some of that stuff y'all be talking about don't make
Cause your
sense.
ass ain't. Hey, cause your ass ain't. That's it. Cause your ass ain't. Right.
All right, let me play.
And I didn't censor that word because the A.
Hey,
I'm gonna say it again because your ass ain't.
well, let's listen to Malika McNutt, and then we gonna listen to Dave Portnoy, and y'all gonna see what the gap is between the real and some of that other stuff that's going on. But we gonna see. Let's react. Let's see.
So Caitlin Clark says she's not quite sure if she's going to be able to not get one more technical foul throughout the course of the season, which I think is a pretty honest reflection. But in totality, Monica, we don't often get to hear Caitlin Clark's perspective in quite this level of honesty. And this is an important conversation to continue to have with empathy for everybody involved. So listening to that, what was your reaction?
I thought the choice, the word of being fearful of the conversation after a game that she alluded to was interesting, because oftentimes it seems, at least in the larger discourse, and not that there's not an emotional experience for Caitlin Clark, because I believe that it is, but it's the folks that are accused of doing something outside of the parameters of competition that are actually the ones that are fearful when you look at their social medias. This is what I will say. Caitlin Clark is 24. She is a shining star in the galaxy of the WNBA. But I do think as she continues to matriculate through this league, there's room for a little bit more accountability and self-awareness in terms of her role in the larger sisterhood, if she sees it that way, in the WNBA. But Malika, I agree with her 100%. It is certainly exhausting for all of us who really want to celebrate where this league is and the beautiful basketball that is being played. This larger discourse that can be very disappointing.
Yeah, and I think that we all have a responsibility in seeing where we fit in that discourse, and what we are working to do on this show is focus in right there on the game that we all love so very much. And that's what we're going to do over the course of this next hour.
I agree with
Now,
Monica.
Tony,
Uh-huh.
what did Monica say that was so horrible?
She didn't say anything that was horrible. She just said Cece's name.
Tony, that is not the response I was expecting. Tony, she blamed Cece for the discourse. Didn't you see it? Didn't you hear it?
I didn't hear that shit. I did not.
Tony, surely you heard it.
Keysha, stop playing, Keysha.
No,
I heard a very clear analysis of where, with the role in which Cece plays in the league, right? Because, quote unquote, she is the face of the league. She's done this, and this, and brought all of this stuff to the league, and how dare, right? So if that's the case, she has a responsibility in her role as her fans, her true fans, and everyone else that comes on and says everyone else in the W is trash and she's the glorified young lady, right? That she needs to figure out a way of speaking up on these terms and defending more of what the narrative is out there, and make it better by just speaking on it. Her speaking on it because of her statue of where they claim she is. Maybe that would help the situation, is all she's saying. She's not saying anything. I didn't see anything in which she said was distasteful or harmful or was the wrong thing to say. It was very clear that she's saying, hey, we enjoy, we love this. This is a sport. We want it to be where it is, but we also want the person that you all have made the spokesperson for the W women to come out and say, hey, we need to clean this up a little bit. We need to watch what we're saying in reference to these ladies, because it's just a game. It is a game that I love. It is a game that, as Cece said herself, she doesn't want to have to come out of the locker room and hear what is being said. She doesn't want to have to worry about what's the next worst thing that is going on. She wants to just simply play the game of basketball the way it's meant to be played without all the dramas that's coming with it. And she can't, because it's always something, and it's taking a toll on her. But just as it's taking a toll on her, because, and I'm going to say this, she has the brighter side of everything that's going on, right? The toll that it's taking on her, imagine the toll that it's taking on every one of the ladies in the league that's not Cece. They're going through something much greater than she's going through. And this is the serious side of this. I know that I joke sometimes, but this is the serious side of it, right? What she's going through, those ladies are going through 3 times worse. And as the spokesperson that they claim she is, she has to figure out a way from her position, from the statue in which they've given her, to address these things, and not in a way that's just like, oh yeah, well, we just kind of need to figure out how we clean this up, and just move on. No, it's be serious, come affirm, validate the other ladies' feelings in the league, because right now, not validating their feelings when everyone has put her at such a high statue, it just continues to devalue the other ladies in the league, just period.
I would say this about Monica McNutt's comments. She just said it was very interesting that she understands that Cece was talking more. She was talking more about the media narratives and what people are saying about her, and she was just saying you have to be kind of aware that some of this discourse that's around you is given. It has consequences to whoever's involved with the play with you. If it's a basketball play, yes, to you, CC, it's just a basketball play, but to your fan base, it's not a basketball play, and everybody's out to get you, and they're trying to kill you, and they're trying to assault you, and they're taking the brunt of all this hateful rhetoric. You are getting criticized by media members writing articles based on their opinion, but other people are getting hate rhetoric based on a basketball play, which is, you just said it was a basketball play, but it's not being treated as a basketball play.
Not being treated as a basketball play.
As in the main consciousness of women's sports. So she just thinks that she probably should be a little bit more self-aware. I mean, I even stopped the interview in the middle and said, you have to be self-aware. That this is not just the media, CC. This is a fan base who has made you the victim. Even though they claim to hate victims.
Right.
Because they claim to hate victim mentality, but indeed they have made you the victim that they need to rally behind and help, though. So it's a conundrum. it's a conundrum, but at the end of the day, you have a big mouthpiece talking for you, Caitlin.
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody knows, let me know. But I haven't seen her denounce the narratives that have been pushed by this individual. If she has denounced these narratives publicly, y'all let me know. But I haven't seen it.
Send it. Send it if it is. Send it because we haven't seen it.
Yeah, because I am a very fair person. If she's denounced some of this stuff this dude has said, please send it to me because I would love to see it. But I don't think it has been denounced. But let's listen to Dave Portnoy.
This tweet, okay.
This tweet. Here we go. Is it playing?
And Monica McNutt, that also is fireable to me. Caitlin Clark hasn't asked for any of this. Caitlin Clark has never said she's the face of the league. Caitlin Clark has never made anything about race. The only thing Caitlin Clark happens to be is white and play a very different brand of basketball and went to Iowa and created this entire fan base that followed her. She played the game differently from other white and.
How many times he gonna say white?
He's used the word white several times. So is this not? This is racist. Well, we already know what Dave Portnoy is anyway.
They call him, ain't that race bait? Isn't it race bait?
It's very race bait.
We're going to keep going.
He's using those terms and throwing her name in there as if this is going to make her boss say, I'm going to fire you. Come on. Okay, keep going.
Dog whistling? Oh, we're going to keep going.
Yeah.
And black players and played a style of basketball that I hadn't seen a female play. That's why I fell in love with her. And all she has done is elevated the league, the game. She's got them the collective bargaining agreement. She's gotten them to fly private.
That's a lie. The collective bargaining agreement was already set to expire. They was going to renegotiate it, whether Caitlin Clark was in the league or not.
Charter flights were already on the table when Caitlin came. It was going to happen before,
or eventually.
Either way, eventually happened. Maybe she got him to move it a little faster, but it was still on the table. It was still there. This right here, these talking points are exhausting. You've said it about 1,500 times. So, who cares? What they got to do with Monica McNutt's comments? Yep, white. He said white. Yeah.
All right.
Baiting in every part of every single word he said is just ridiculous. Dave Portnoy is just a nut.
Let's keep going.
Behind closed doors, argued has come out for player increases. The NBA asked her to do the 3-point contest. She said, no, I won't do that. I'll do the female version first. All she has done.
She didn't even do the female version. Dave Portnoy
has advocated for the WNBA. Whenever she's asked, she said, thank you to the players who came before. She wants to succeed in this league. And she's just basically been treated like dirt. Now, I do think the media makes this into a race story, exactly how Monica McNutt just did. She doesn't owe fucking anybody anything. Mm-hmm. She always takes the high road. She's actually more than lived up to her bargain by consistently taking the high roads. And Monica,
what she needs to do, in my opinion, Dave Portnoy, that's the end of his rant. What she needs to do, in my opinion, is denounce
Somebody said he's drunk.
She needs to denounce the narratives that keep running up. You talking about the media running a narrative. It is clear that they ran a narrative, a racist narrative to bolster these young ladies' rivalry so they can make money off it. That is clear. It is also clear that you are doing the same thing.
Yep.
Dave Portnoy. And guess who? Guess who got to deal with the fallout?
Caitlin.
Angel and Caitlin.
Angel and Thomas and Asia and Brianna. I mean, the list goes on. They all got to deal.
But here's the difference. Angel then told you to go to hell. When Caitlin gonna tell you to go to hell?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
And again, this all started, even in the midst of all of this, we are where we are because of this very same dude. The very beginning. Y'all listened to his rant. Y'all made him a god. And that's how he feels. And we're back at it again.
I'm just, Keysha. Like, you know, the reason why you are still talking about this, Dave, is because you can on her side. You know, if you was on the other side, you'd have been shut down.
One-sider.
You would have been shut down. That is the difference. That is what Monica McNutt is saying.
That's it. That's all she's saying.
Certain things Angel Reese ain't gonna let slide. she gonna come out and debunk it. She gonna call you out by your name and debunk it. But Dave Portnoy, Caitlin Clark should have came out and said, "Look, Dave Portnoy don't speak for me,
They don't
man.
speak for me.
I don't know why he keep putting out these rants, but he don't speak for me.
They don't speak for me, right? But she did it, so that's why we are where we are, and it continues. It's created a huge anomaly and a big wave of just chaos.
Hold on. We got one more. This for Tony right here. This man for Tony. Here we go. You know they call it for Monica McNutt job, right?
Yeah, this dumbass.
All right, let's keep going.
Monica McNutt, who is ESPN's female Ryan Clark, is back at it again with another awful Caitlin Clark take. In response to Caitlin Clark saying that she is exhausted by the media's mischaracterizations of her, what does Monica McNutt do on Women's Sports Sundays?
Pause it.
She falsely characterizes
Women's Sports Sundays.
Wait. Of the mischaracterization of her. So she's the only one that gets to feel like she's been mischaracterized. Whoa. Before we hit play.
Her feelings are the only one that matters.
Her the only one that's valid.
Her feelings are the only one that's valid.
That's what he's saying. This is an idiot. I don't even know who you are, bro, but you're an idiot.
You got to understand. Her feelings are the only one that matters. Everybody else's feelings don't matter.
She's the only one, Keysha. She's the only one that has feelings. And we need to consider. We don't need to consider all the shit y'all put Angel through for the last 4 or 5 years. We're not supposed to consider that whatsoever. We're not supposed to consider what y'all just did to Thomas and her family, DeWanna Bonner. We're not supposed to consider what you all did to a little Boston Angels, CC's first year. We're not supposed to consider Mitchell's feelings. Even to this day, Mitchell is still being called some names and being mishandled when she takes too many shots and don't pass it to Cece, which Cece is the one passing it to Mitchell to take the shot. Okay, moving right along. Keep going. I just want to make sure we're talking about the same shit. Okay.
We're gonna keep. We don't matter. Here we go.
Characterizes her. McNutt said that Clark needs more accountability and self-awareness as it pertains to the WNBA sisterhood. Also, to me, insinuating that she was an immature 24-year-old. Is this the pot meeting the kettle? Again, this is just one of many really dumb things.
Caitlin herself said, I don't think people realize I'm 24 years old, still trying to navigate through this. She said she was immature.
She said she's young and immature.
She said she was young and immature. She just said it in that interview, sir. Anyway, we're going to keep going.
What'd you say, bro? Okay.
All right. This lets me know. That's what I tell people all the time. These people don't even listen to CC. We're going to keep going.
Things that McNutt has said about Clark. In Clark's rookie season, she said that the Rookie of the Year should be based off standing. So she wanted to give the nod for Rookie of the Year to Angel Reese. But once the Fever were in playoff contention, I don't remember hearing that same argumentation. She also told BBC that little girls like Caitlin Clark because she's a white girl from rural America. And in May of 2025, when Caitlin Clark was called for a flagrant foul against Angel Reese, Monica McNutt claimed, "Oh Lord, could you imagine what it would be like if the roles were reversed?" Just like Ryan Clark, Monica McNutt thinks about things through racial terms. She will take any sports conversation and try to put a racial element to it. This kind of rhetoric.
Yep, that you're right. This video's for me.
But hold on. But Monica McNutt didn't bring up nothing racial. Anyway.
Did not work out for Ryan Clark. I can't imagine it will for McNutt either.
Oh, yep, your mama. It did work out for your mama. That's why you doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, bro, what are you talking about? You're depicting certain things that are said and you're trying to make it into something. That's not what Monica McNutt said. At the time, and let's just recap it real quick for a second. When she said about the MVP, at the time, it was a clear vision that at the time Angel was rolling in that moment. And guess what? She wasn't the only one that said it. Whoever you know, nameless fool is, and I don't want to know your name because you are meaningless to me right now. You're just kind of trying to spill out another narrative. Let's get on the wave of let's starting a trend to remove Monica McNutt. Shut up. Up, because you don't know what you're talking. Again, there's gonorrhea coming up out of your mouth. You did something you shouldn't have before, and that's why you just kind of just flowing and running at stuff you don't know what you're talking about. If you're going to break down a video and you're going to talk about somebody, make sure you're giving the right clues and the right avenue and the right texture of why, right? Why did she say it? At the time when she said the MVP situation, all analysts said it because at the time, Angel was just playing better. Angel was getting it done. So I don't know what you're talking about. But you want to pull that piece out. You're stupid. Then we get on to the next thing that you said and breaking you down that she should leave because she too is like Ryan Clark. You guys are mad because they're speaking about other players other than Caitlin Clark. And you have a problem with that. Anybody that says anything nice about another player and interject by you using Angel's name, right, then it's a problem. Or you turn around and you say, well, Cece, aha, you're saying, aha, stop it. Angel has nothing to do with what Monica McNutt said in this last presser. She has nothing to do with that. So why is it we're reverting back to Angel? Angel has nothing to do with this. You guys love saying her name. You love spilling her name, which is absolutely ridiculous. You are so obsessed with the name Angel because you probably wish that you and the women in your life were actual angels, which they probably not. That's why you keep using the name Angel. We got to stop this. The trend of using this girl's name at every turn to continue to break down everything CC is just ridiculous. Monica McNutt, I'm going to say this. Continue doing what you're doing. You're a true analyst and you're getting the job done and you're saying exactly what needs to be said. And because people like this don't like it and should probably be stuffed in a jar somewhere and put on a shelf and silenced, who cares? Who cares? They're dumb. They don't know what they're talking about. And every last one that do it,
But Toni,
what color are they?
But Toni, this would be killing me.
Making it a race thing. Stop it.
People be in the chat talking about. I think Monica just jealous of what? Monica never.
Go ahead.
Monica, hold on. Let me explain something. Monica McNutt is a married Black woman who has a master's degree in journalism.
Her job. And is doing her job.
She played basketball in college.
Yeah, knows the sport.
For Georgetown.
Mm-hmm.
Went to college and got a master's degree to work in journalism. That's what she wanted to do. What in God's green earth do Monica McNutt at 36 years old need to be jealous of a 24-year-old girl?
Yeah.
Do y'all really do think so? I guess y'all figure me and Toni get up every day and we jealous of Caitlin Clark because she popular.
Yeah.
When we didn't live when we didn't live a full life, got educated, went and did what we wanted to do in our life, still doing what we want to do in our life. But we running around here every time somebody get popular, we gonna be jealous of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like really? That narrative getting real.
It's so old, Keysha.
It's getting old and played and tired.
They don't have no other avenues, Keysha. They have no other avenues. So it's easy to keep reverting to that.
These are people that have already accomplished what they set out to do. Do you not understand that these ladies are almost late 30s, heading to their 40s? They've already been through this. They already on TV. They already
Been there, done that.
famous.
Been there, done that. They're already famous. They already got their money.
They so famous.
Your players are trying to get the player you're talking about is trying to get to where they are.
They so famous that you guys are talking about them.
Make it make sense.
A person that don't play the sport, they don't play right now. They're not currently playing. Y'all done made Malika McNutt a bigger star than what she already was.
And guess what? She's saying thank you.
That's what she's saying.
She's saying thank you. This is somebody that's not going to run from y'all rhetoric. She's not going to run from your rhetoric.
I'm going to tell you how I see it. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to agree with me, but it's my opinion.
It's my opinion. I thought we had the right to say what we want to say, Keysha.
They say this is the land.
Why are we trying to control CC and tell CC what to say? That's what
they say.
Why?
They say this is the land of the free, but
Land of the free, home of the brave.
They say you can talk that talk, but
we gonna minus the home of the brave because we got cowards everywhere. We got cowards everywhere, and this is one of them. This guy right here is a coward. And so is Portnoy. Portnoy is, we already know who he is, right? Everybody's learned about him immediately. He came out and said he started all this on purpose because he felt like it needed to be done. Because he wanted a rivalry. He wanted to make it big. And of course, Dave Port, you absolutely made it big for CC and Angel in that aspect. While lifting one, you diminish the other one, but the other one has gotten skin has gotten so thick, she can care less about what you say, what you look like. Like she said, what is a nobody talking about? Because you wish you had money long, right? You have some money, but your money ain't that long, brother. It ain't. And let me reframe that. I don't want to call you a brother because you're not that. If you were, you would have been already smacked in your mouth 20 times over already. If you was my brother, you wouldn't have any teeth left. I'd have smacked you till every doggone tooth was going up out of your mouth.
So crazy.
We gonna change that. But it's only those that want to continue the narrative because it makes certain individuals the amount of money to keep this going. When you guys realize it and you actually stop doing that, it's going to be easier for CC. CC going to be much more at ease. She'll get to be herself. 100%. Yes, big girl. It's a joke. I'm joking. I wouldn't actually put my hand on a fly. But at the end of the day, the more you all do what you're doing to kind of hurt the other women in the league, you're really, truly, like you just said, Keysha, you're really hurting CC. You're not hurting them. Because this, for centuries, and it's in the century books, African Americans and other nationalities have gone through so much turmoil that over time they develop thick skin. They're emotional early on because it's like, why me? Right? But then they develop thick skin where it doesn't faze them. So what you're doing, it doesn't faze them, but they now having a voice allows them to speak it publicly now. Where before Angel Reese and CC came into the league, the ladies didn't feel like they had a voice. And that's 100% fact. They didn't speak up for themselves. They went through a lot and they never spoke up for themselves. Well, having these two young ladies who are very vocal come out and come into this league and come out and say whatever's going on with them and how they're feeling, it has empowered the other ladies in the league to now have a voice. And as you guys continue to do that, you're going to hear from more and more of them. Also, all you're doing is you're setting a trend for it to not be a welcomed avenue for CC, because you are call yourself speaking up for her. At the end of the day, you are hurting her because she is now becoming more traumatized when it comes to this because she's never had to go through it before. But now she has to go through the fire. She's an adult. She's grown. And you can't hold her hand through this. So she has to weather the storm just like the other ladies in the league have to weather the storm. No matter how much you come out and continue to speak on her behalf, I am telling you guys, you are hurting her. It is not the ladies in the league. It is not. They choose to stay away because if they get involved, now you have something new to say. So they choose to stay neutral and in their own corner, and that is a problem. We got to figure it out. What do you want for your favorite player? What do you want as a fan of hers? What do you want for her? Because if you want great basketball and you want her to just think about nothing but basketball and to be comfortable, you got to stop this. But if you continue, which we know that you are, it's not going to end. Do know what you're doing to her as an individual. It's not anyone else. It is you. You are hurting your own player. She can't handle this type of pressure. She can't handle it. She's already told you she can't handle it. When that stuff happened, how many days did she have to take off? She took off 5 days, right? When the stuff happened to Brian Thomas. And she just told you yet again, after telling you then, she's telling you again now in this week, in this interview, she's telling you again, it's enough. Like it's hurting her. She can't handle it. She can't. So by all means, continue. If that's
right. If you can, if you're gonna go ahead on continue, you ain't doing nothing but hurting her. I think the intent was to hurt the players.
It was intended to hurt the players, but you're doing that.
But they didn't realize, like my mama always say, when you dig one ditch, you're gonna have to dig two. Because we're gonna be both in there together.
Yeah.
So while you setting out
going through it.
Yeah, while you setting out for evil, you can't shield one person from the evil you just sending on something they a part of.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They gonna get touched too.
Yeah.
Now you probably didn't mean for her to get touched, but she gonna get touched too. She is a part of this. She is a part of this league. So long as the W suffers from the hate and the narratives, she's gonna suffer right along with them.
She's gonna suffer too because that's what you all are doing to her.
Yeah, she's gonna suffer right along with them.
Yeah.
The negativity still hits her, even though you think you're defending.
Yeah. When you sell your soul, that's what happens.
You know.
I said it.
It is what it is. But hey, Monica, you ain't say nothing wrong, baby.
Keep doing what you do, boo. Keep doing what you do. You didn't say anything.
Keep doing what you do, boo.
You didn't say nothing wrong.
You know,
those that in their feelings that want to hurt CC some more is the ones that have the problem.
And they want to hurt her through the ladies. So
yeah, they want to hurt her through.
I.e., back to my original take. They don't like women's sports in general. No. They just trying to hurt the sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you would, in order for the sport to grow, we're gonna have to embrace all the ladies.
Yep. Yee.
So no, you just wanted to use her to push whatever agenda you push it. And once you through pushing it, you was gonna throw it away anyway. Anyway, we're gonna go on to the last topic.
Yep.
Let me get the super chat.
Super it up.
Thank you, Sam 232100 for the $10 super chat. He said, "Good afternoon, ladies. This interview was a softball interview to clean up her image due to all the complaining and actions on the court. Malika didn't mention Angel name when talking about the stars. She did not. And I'm going to tell you this.
Right.
Good catch, Sam. I'm glad somebody caught that. You know why I think she did that? She didn't want to make this whole Angel Caitlyn thing. She was trying to just stay neutral.
Which was the best thing to do.
Just my opinion. She was trying to stay neutral. And try not to have them people come for her. But guess what? As soon as she went and talked to Monica McNutt, they still came, Malika.
They still came, Malika. So hey, I mean, it's analyst work. You have to allow analysts to be analysts and do their job. You trying to control the narrative of what these analysts say is a problem. As we can see and we know what has happened since they want to mention Ryan Clark. What happened with Ryan Clark is just one of those things, right? He built that entire business over there. And he can do it again on his own. And I encourage you, Ryan Clark, to do your own thing on your own. And what you built over there and allow that platform to be where it is, because it started with you. Do your thing. And sometimes, hey, a clean slate is a clean slate. And to start over, it's your own. Make it your own. Do your thing. And I'm cool with that. But again, when we come to this, I'm so glad Malika did not. But again, when you ask Monica McNutt, Keysha, any question, Monica is going to be very honest. That's it. She doesn't sugarcoat anything, and she's very honest. So we're not going to not talk about a take because the name is Cece. Cece's a basketball player, right? So she's talking. So she is a talking point. It is what it is.
It is what it is. We're going to get to the next topic. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Our last topic is this. Hey, they had some ESPN odds come out, Tony.
Go ahead.
And the odds said that in the second half of the season, the team with the most likelihood to win a title is the Indiana Fever at 24%. They had the Aces at 23%. They had the Lynx at 16%, the Liberty at 15%, and the Dream at 13%.
That's funny. That is so cat.
Because you got to understand, they feel like the analytics, the Fever are the number one scoring team in the league.
What is wrong with ESPN? What is wrong with you guys?
They say they the number one scoring team in the league, Tony. They said that the Fever have been on a roll. They big, and I know Aaliyah Boston just went down, but hopefully she'll be all right. But they say they big two. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark is coming into. It seem like they gelling. It seem like they jiving. Seem like they the dynamic duo. But the only question I have to you, Tony, is this. You see the odds they have up there.
I'm looking at it, baby.
I just think they sleeping on the Minnesota Lynx because the Minnesota Lynx just got back Nafisa Kaya, and they already the number one team in the W.
And has been sitting
right now
at number one quite some
but
time.
they claim if you wanted to put some money on it, I bet you, Tony.
You bet.
If you want to put
bet.
If you want to put some money on it, you should put your money on the Fever winning the title. So what do you say about these rankings? Go ahead.
Girl, first of all, I just said it. You tripping. A team that's 23-6 versus a team As a matter of fact, let's give you the. Let's go to the standings. Let's go to the standings right now. Team that's 23-6 over a team that's 18-10. I mean, the worst that can happen is the Lynx lose 3 more games. I'm sorry, 6 more games. Allow the Dream to catch up and win 6 games while they lose 6 games to be number one. First of all, you said they're up here. They're 24% chance of winning a title. There's quite a few teams that's in that number, and I'm gonna tell you, there's quite a few teams that's to beg the difference. You would have did better, ESPN, leaving the Lynx at number 1. That's what you did better at.
They said them numbers don't mean nothing.
They don't have Dallas nowhere in there. They don't have Dallas nowhere in there. They don't have the Valkyries nowhere in there. Teams that are above Indiana right now. Is that what you're saying? You're saying that they're going to come back and they're going to dominate the Valks and the Aces, who are 19-9, while they are sitting at 18-10. It's a possibility that they could lose. Both those teams can lose one, and CCM can win. So can the Dallas Wings, because those two are 18-10. Dream is 17-10. Remember, there's some teams that still have games to be played while others are ahead. And so they are ahead. There's teams below them that still have to get some winning under their belt. So the interchangeable statistic of that they have right here is bullshit.
Let me
But
just.
I see New York trying to claw their way back, but New York is struggling, y'all. They're struggling. Can they? Is it debatable that they could still be in that number? Of course. Can the Fever be in that? Yes. All of the teams on here can be a part of a possibility. But get through halfway of the second half of the season before you try to give predictions. The same I'm sorry, I'm gonna try not to. The same crap that Candace said before the season happened when she gave her analysis of who she thought would be in the playoffs. But just moving right along. Statistical numbers here, looking at this, there's a lot more that they need to do to be in that number, Keysha. Because if they're saying that they're going to be their percentage over the Lynx, who is absolutely balling, and then they just got their queen now of the court for their team back, healthy, and at 100%. I don't know. I'm not going to knock your joy that they'll be in that number, right? But at 24% over some of the others, I think not.
I don't think, but let's just look at a couple of numbers. Nafisa, all I got to say, first of all, Nafisa Kaya is back. That's all I'm going to say.
And they're full of it.
Okay. Yes. Defensively, the Lynx are a better team.
Yeah.
The pace of play, yes, the Fever plays at a slighter, quicker pace than the Lynx, but not that much different. The both teams rebound, but the Lynx rebound a little bit better.
Yep.
The Lynx assists better. The 3-point shooting is better. They have a veteran core with Nafisa Kaya and Courtney Williams and McBuckets. The only person on that team for the Lynx that is really new is Olivia Miles.
Yeah.
They have a Hall of Fame coach So like I said, Toni.
Yes, they're beating them in all the statistical categories except for one.
I know.
That's it. I mean, they're beating them by a margin, a huge margin in most of the categories. You didn't even have to pull this up. We could have said it, but I'm glad you pulled it up for the people in the back, right? Who like to say what they're better at. The difference between these two teams is, guess what? The Lynx play together. The Lynx stick together. When the game is on the line, the Lynx stay poised. There's no panic. There's no rush. We really just have to sit back and statistically, it begs to differ what ESPN says. And ESPN get these numbers, guys. Make no mistake. Just like we look it up and we can find it and we see it, they've seen it too. But let's spin the narrative on how we want it to look.
I just don't get it. So, but and granted, don't get me wrong. I mean, numbers don't mean everything. You know what I mean, Toni?
Right.
But because you're gonna have stuff that happens in the game that comes down to situational. Yes, you do have yes, the Lynx do have a rookie point guard. So, she's gonna have to just be her first time in the playoffs. So maybe that's one of the things they putting as a knock on her. But the only thing I say is a positive is that she's surrounded by so many veterans that have been there before.
Yes.
And Caitlin Clark's team in the Indiana Fever. Yes, they are an offensive juggernaut, but none of them have been there before.
No.
None of them.
They haven't. They haven't been there.
None of them have been there before. And their defense can get spotty at times. And when you hit the playoffs, that's a different ball game.
Different beast.
And
players
the
play
other thing
different.
the other thing is, if it came down to a series,
yeah.
If it came down to a series, do you really think the Fever can beat the Lynx multiple times?
I know.
Right, because the finals is a what? It's a how many games is it? 5 or 7?
5.
Because they keep changing it.
Yeah. They pushed the other one so far. I think the last game.
It's gonna be 7. It's gonna be 7 games.
7 for the championship, right?
Yeah, 7 games.
Yeah, 7 for the championship. Before that, it's 5. But you can see that those ladies was exhausted last time. But you gotta battle through it. This is the width of the game because the season isn't that long, like the men's game, so they don't have an opportunity to rest. They just got to be ready to go.
But do you really believe? And this is what it's gonna come down to, because we talking about title, right? We talking about a title. Do you
that same team
out there YouTube land? Let me pull this back up. I want to pull this tweet back up with the ESPN thing. Do you really believe the Indiana Fever could beat the Minnesota Lynx in a 7-game series?
I'm gonna be honest with you, no, not at this present moment. Who's to say that by the time we get to the end of the regular season that is impossible? But right now, no, they can't. If I had to answer that right now, I would say no. They still have the Indiana Fever still have cohesion that they have to work on, right? They have to put themselves in a position where, first of all, who are going to be your set 5? Lexi Hall got to come out of the starting lineup. Sophie, when she was in that starting lineup, I guess just didn't fare well, so they gave it to Lexi because Lexi is a better defender. But Lexi isn't giving you anything else. So you have to kind of think of where the things that they need to work on and where they need to be by the end of the season. And yes, it's a possibility at that point if they work on those things. But right now, at this very moment, no, they cannot.
Yeah, I just don't see, because I think people, because the Lynx are in the Western Conference, so they're in a conference with Aces, the Valkyries, the Wings, Fire, those people. The Fever are in a conference with Atlanta Dream, New York Liberty, and the Washington Mystics. Actually, the Eastern Conference is a little bit, well, they about what and what. Yeah, they about what and what. But to get to the finals, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Somebody gonna represent the Western Conference and somebody gonna represent the Eastern Conference. And the Fever is gonna have to go through the Dream, the Liberty, and the Mystics.
Right.
To get to the finals. The Lynx will have to go through the Aces, the Valkyries, and the Wings.
Right.
As it currently stands right now in the standings.
Yeah.
So I just, and once they get there, I don't think they can beat the Lynx in a 7-game series.
No, it's gonna be tough.
I don't think they can beat them 4 games.
Nope. And the 8 teams that we have right now, I mean, they're gonna leave everyone by a large margin if they continue to win. Washington have put themselves slightly above 500. So if the other teams don't figure it out, they will make it there. But it's a possibility that they can't. As LA has dropped, I don't know. Again, you got teams that still have they're still behind a game, and they're being one of them. So
right, yeah. ESPN, man.
ESPN is exactly right. What?
And the Liberty look like Liberty is 4th on this list, but the Liberty
is 16-12, y'all. Liberty is struggling. Can they dwindle away to make sure that they kind of stay in that number? They can, but they're only 1 game above Washington. And Washington is very young. Washington said, we are here and we are not going nowhere.
I'm just trying to understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know. Let me see what y'all say in the chat. So the conferences don't matter in the postseason. 1 through 8. All right, hold on. Let's look at this then. Okay, I could be wrong. Sure. Yeah, because I be in standing lane all the time in my mind. I thought they had already made that change. Shit. They got 15 teams.
Yeah. Man,
I thought they had already made that change.
What?
To go into the conference thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, the Lynx are the first team, right? So that means they will play whoever's number 8. Is that what they're saying? Okay. All right. But it still don't matter. It don't matter, baby, because you know what? These people
It's
make
the top 8 teams, man. That's the top 8 teams.
Tay.
It's top 8 teams.
Guess what? It don't matter if it's Eastern or Western Conference or whatever you're saying. It don't matter.
It doesn't.
The odds said the Fever. The odds said the Fever have the best chance to make a title run, to run themselves to the title.
Right.
I'm telling you, I don't think that's even Right, because they can't beat the Lynx in a series,
They can't.
regardless if it was based on Western Eastern. Whenever they made up with the Lynx, they can't beat them in a series.
Yeah, they tripping.
They can't beat them in no series. At least that's my opinion. But they can't beat them in no series. Like, whenever they meet up with them, do you really think the Fever? Because I think in the second round it might be, as the standings are right now, right?
Right.
It would be 1 against 8. So that would be the Lynx against the Mystics, right?
Yeah.
Are we looking at it on the screen? Is it on the screen? Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Look at that.
And then that would put the Aces against the Liberty, right?
Right.
As it stands right now.
Yes.
I would take the Aces against the Liberty, but I could,
Right.
that's who I would take. I would take the Minnesota Lynx against the Mystics, right? We both in agreement, right?
Yep.
Then that would put the Golden State Backwoods against the Dream.
Against
oh
the Dream.
Lord.
Yep, against the Dream. To whom they haven't beat yet.
we gotta get that change. We gotta work on that. But anyway, as it stands right now, Tay, that would put Dallas Wings against the Fever.
Against the Fever.
Okay, Tay, how many times have they beat the Wings this year?
How many times? Asking you the question since this is what you said.
I'm gonna look them up. I want to say maybe they beat them once. I don't know. Hold on.
Let's see. Hold on there now.
Let's see. No, the Wings beat them May 9th. They don't play again against them until August 14th, Tony.
Yep.
The Wings beat them the first time, okay? Because guess what? Newsflash, Tay, the Wings are an offensive juggernaut too, kind of like.
Yes, they are.
Kind of like the Fever. We just watched them play. They can put points up.
And they could shoot the ball just as well as Mitchell and Cece. So, because guess what? They all have an off game. They all have nights where they're not at their best shooting ability. So, it's anybody's game. But I'm going to tell you who is a sure shot. I can tell you who is a sure shot. Keysha. Chat. That damn Fudd to fight him around.
Yeah, that damn Fudd around him.
Y'all don't defend Fudd. Fudd gonna shoot you out the gym by herself.
So hold on.
Almost did last night.
So we got that out the way. So let me put this up so I can make sure I have accurate information. Since Tay Tay. Tay Tay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tay-Tay.
You was gonna pull it up.
So Tay Tay. So that means 4th and 5th team would go, right? So let's just say the Fever make it out and beat the Wind. All right. That for shits and giggles.
For shits and giggles.
Let's say the Fever beat the Wings, which I think that's gonna be if it stayed that way, it's gonna be a really good series. Let's just say for shits and giggles.
For shits and giggles.
They beat the Wings. Do you know who they meet at the next round?
Yep.
The Lynx.
Right.
So I actually was helping you out when you was talking about the conference. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's not going to be conference. They will meet the next round. They will meet the Lynx.
Yes. Yes.
Tony.
Keysha. And mind you, they still have to play Dallas 2 more times.
Yes. Dallas got the first one.
Dallas got the first one. They still got to play Dallas 2 more times. Guess what?
And that's a different Dallas team than it was at the beginning of the
game
season.
1.
Yeah.
And they got to play the Lynx. They got to play the Lynx 2 more. No,
So-
they got to play the Lynx 3 more times this round in the second half. So that's what I said. Y'all chill out because you don't know what the standings is gonna be. Because
So
they
if
gotta play the top teams that are sitting above them several more times.
i.e., why a lot of people said in the chat that their schedule was a little soft in the first half.
Yeah,
A lot of people in the chat was saying, "Well, their schedule is,
they did.
it's kind of
They
soft."
had a very cakey first half. This second half, you got the Lynx. You got the Lynx 3 times. You have Vegas 1 more time. You have the Dream 1 more time. You have Dallas 2 more times. I'm just saying. You have New York, to whom you've beat, but there's nothing to say that you will beat them the next time. You have a stiffer type of schedule this time around. You have Washington, to whom Washington has been playing phenomenal basketball from the post perspective. All the guards have to do is defend Mitchell and CC, and then the fever breaks down. The fever breaks down at that point. So let's sit back and let's see what happens, moving forward, because they got and it's going to be televised because that's what they wanted, every single one to be majorly televised.
Tony, it is gonna be. I'll bring up their schedule. Just saying, we got that strike tape.
Yeah, I hope so.
The other thing is this with the fever. I mean, they got Minnesota, like Tony say, 3 times.
They got them 3 times. They got them on August 2nd, which is Sunday, and then they have them the last 2 games of regular season back to back, the 22nd and the 24th of September. So this is the very team that you all just said, and ESPN said that they're gonna destroy. I'm just saying when they're
we'll get to see, that's for sure.
But we will definitely see, and it would just be nice to just see how they fare, because as long as you stay in playoff contentions, you're gonna meet up with them at some point, unless you get knocked out in the first round. If you don't play them in the first round, so
true. I just didn't know. I didn't know what analytics they came up with.
And Toronto, let's not sleep on Toronto. Let's not sleep on them, right? Because Sykes will be back. Sykes will be back.
They're starting to get their people back, yeah.
And Kiki Rice is back. Should be back. So they are a dangerous team when they are at full capacity.
You know what's so funny about all this though? This season is gonna have a lot of parity because, to be honest with you,
it is.
There's not really a clear. Anybody can get knocked off.
Anybody.
Because
you could have a bad day. You could be missing players. You can gel, and next thing you know, the other team is gelling too. The league isn't in that stance like they were the last 2 years, where you just knew who was going to win it all. It's not like that right now. The Lynx is just
not this year
to have a fantastic season so far. Who says that they're going to have a phenomenal second half? We don't know.
Now my dream, oh Lord, the Atlanta Dream. Look, chat. Let's see who they got going down the stretch. We're gonna check in on all the teams that was on that list. Let's check in on Atlanta Dream and their schedule. Let's see what they got, because they just had a barn burner. But they got Seattle, Tony, Vegas, Phoenix. Phoenix just beat the Vipers, but they did that without Gabby Williams. So anyway.
Yeah.
And then we got Vegas, we got the Fever. The rest of this. See, we had a tough stretch going. We in the season both against New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a tough turnaround.
But it seemed like the Fever's it do seem like the Fever's closing schedule is harder
Right.
by just looking at this. All right, who else was on that? The Liberty. Let's check in on them.
Yep.
Liberty. Let's see what they got going on. What they let us Heckle and
Yeah,
Jekyll sell.
yeah, you don't know what's
Heckle and
going
Jekyll sell.
on, man.
I
would
don't never know
pick
what's
them.
going.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
never
I don't
pick them as at being in the position they are right now. Not at all.
I don't know what they doing over there. But anyway,
yeah, boy.
they got Vegas, then they got Phoenix, Seattle, okay. Then Vegas again, Fever, Los Angeles, Connecticut. Oh, that's gonna be it should be winnable games. Chicago should be a winnable game, even though Chicago always give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
Then they got the Fever again, Golden State, then Chicago again, then Minnesota, then Toronto, then they end with 2 Atlanta games. Okay. It just seems like their schedule going down the stretch is not as harsh as the Fevers, but we're gonna keep going. Who was the other one? The Lynx. Okay, let me see what they got. The Minnesota Lynx.
Yep.
Then the Minnesota Lynx going down the stretch. They got Toronto, the Fever, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Dallas, Portland, Las Vegas, Golden State, Washington, Golden State. Them Golden State games gonna be. That's gonna be a tough stretch right here. This Vegas, Golden State, Washington, Golden State, Atlanta, New York.
Yeah.
It's tough right here. And then they end with 2 games against the Fever. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough run right there. They got a tough stretch coming up. When they hit August for them. Who was the other team? Who was the other team was on that list? Hold on.
Or you talking about from what list? The ESPN.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Aces is the other person that I didn't check. Las Vegas Aces. Because I really think my dream can get. They need to get out that 6th position. We can't be messing around with no Vipers. We can't mess around.
Can't mess around with them Vipers, man.
Can't mess around with them
Vipers.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta play them no more until playoffs.
We don't want to fool around with them.
Yeah, we won't see
Step
them
around and find out. Okay, the Aces. They got New York, Chicago, then Atlanta, Fever, Minnesota, New York, Washington twice, Minnesota, Atlanta. Ooh, it's good. Ooh. They end on a good note. Phoenix, Los Angeles, 2 Seattles, 2 Torontos, Connecticut. It gets a little tough up in here. You know what I mean? When you got Fever, Minnesota, New York, 2 Washington, Minnesota, Atlanta. That's going to be their tough stretch.
Yeah.
But, hey, man. Toni?
Yep.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
I just was like, most titles. I don't see that.
Oh.
Chat, y'all let me know what y'all see. I don't see it.
I don't see it. I don't see.
I don't see. That doesn't mean it can't happen because
right. Doesn't mean it at all.
Yeah, the powers that be are doing all they can to make it happen. Anybody heard anything about Leah Boston?
No, I have not.
Did they say her stuff was?
I'm not. I was just looking. Nope.
Yeah, I was wondering what she. Did they say anything about her?
Yeah, boy, that dog dream, man. They took a beat in that first half. By Golden State. Yeah. But they lost a couple that they should have won too. So that's kind of on them and the positioning that they are. Just like they're of. Remember, I mean, they actually should have gone 5 straight in the start. And even when playing Minnesota the second time, they should have even won that game. But, you had to foul to try to get back in the game. But they just kind of took down that stretch, just did not fight hard enough. So, And
I'm gonna say this. I think we sleeping on that Wings team. That Wings team's tough,
yeah,
man.
can't sleep on that team. If that team can ever put a good, solid 3-game stretch together where they're all clicking on all cylinders,
Man, that team
ESPN will
tough,
be
man.
they will be rethinking that. They're just
Yeah,
young
man.
when it comes to having some of the players. They're young but old, right? Because they have quite a few vets.
They need help in the post,
They
Tony.
need
Just tell them. They
yeah,
need help in the post.
that damn Monster Angel Reese
that
was
six
tearing
that
them up.
6'4" giant was tearing them up.
That girl said, you see the logo on the bottom of my shoe? You see it? You see it? She was tearing them up.
I told them to eat it.
Shepard up from the frame. Look, make no mistakes. You may have seen the game, being there in person. That girl towed Shepard up. Shepard got most of her points offensively away from Angel because she ate damn Nas head off. Shepard chewed Nas head off. Her as well as Chocolate Drop. Nas didn't have an answer, but Nas is undersized. Bree Jones and Nas went back and forth, but Bree Jones getting back in it. But I'm going to tell you this, Angel whooped the post by herself.
By herself.
By herself. She told Jessica Shepard up from the frame, baby. Now, Jessica Shepard did score on her, I think it was twice.
They had to throw that dog.
She ain't stand Jessica up.
I was up in the stands, chat. Y'all better send 2.
They said if we send 2, we leaving the gaps open. They tried.
That man in front of me was laughing. I said, you keep sending 1, you gonna get your
one. She took Shepard's lunch. First of all, she said, give me a bite of that breakfast sandwich. She snagged her lunch and said, I dare you not give me your dinner. She took all of it. She said, give me all your food. Give me all your food and your snacks too. What you got in your pocket on my handler, homie? Where is it?
Look, on a night when Ryan Howard was, I don't know what Ryan Howard was doing, and Jordan Canada was out there just giving it out.
Who was worse?
Turning and fumbling and bumbling.
Who was worse?
Fumbling and bumbling.
Canada or
Ryan Howard?
Or Ryan, who was worse?
7.
AC Sidetown said before the game, Angel said she was going to Wingstop.
Let me tell you.
That girl loves a Wingstop. But
all I know is they threw Coach Hernandez, I think Jose, he threw everything. He was so perturbed after the game. He said, there's always some sideline quarterbacks talking about what we coulda, shoulda done.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's the neck. They get the rolling that neck. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. No,
he was laying smug back in the chair. There's always some side. He said there's always some sideline quarterback running their mouth talking about what we coulda, shoulda done. I love that man. I love the Wings coach. I love that man.
Hey, he said we're talking about the same thing we've been talking about. What are you talking about? He said, I said it at the presser before. What are we talking about here? Get the money, Keisha, get the money.
Man, that was fun.
We had one in the very beginning. Did you get the one in the very beginning?
Yeah, I did. Hold on, let me get this one. Thank you, Auntie Fee, for the $5 super chat. Said because other teams don't really defend Jessica. They let her get the rebounds uncontested. Not like they defend Angel. Check comments for more. She was going to Wingstop?
She said she was going to Wingstop, baby. She said she was going to Wingstop. She said she was going to Wingstop. Angel, stay away from that Wingstop.
Yeah, that's another team, Smell W32. I'm checking, Fee. In that ESPN list. They didn't have Golden State nowhere in that list.
No, that's what I said. I said the Valk's not even on here. I said, how disrespectful is that? You don't have the top teams on there that is handling business. And then one of them who's number one, you put them down. ESPN, boy, if y'all ain't the slimiest Blazers out, y'all are just slimy.
They out there driving engagement. That's what they doing.
Oh, slimy. Yes.
They don't really believe that shit. Hold on. Thank you, June Brown, for the $2 super chat. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
As if you say, look at the
I kept close track to Angel's rebounds. We all been saying she has been cheated out of her rebounds. I found yesterday what they do is they're not counting her rebounds, one of two. Oh,
yeah.
They think it's slick. Mm-hmm.
I told you, you saw them, they'll put it up, and then when you go back, they removed it. Just like CC had 5 turnovers when I called that last game. At halftime, when halftime started, but by the time halftime was over, they had removed the one and made it 4. So yes, you're absolutely right. I saw that in real time in one of the games. Angel had what was it? 9 rebounds. And they took one away and she had 8. And I'm like, what the heck? I was like, and we were calling the game, and I think I was trying to bring it to your attention, but we were involved in calling the game. But yeah, they do it all the time. They do it. They have done that more times than none. So if you should be counting her rebounds, because guess who the leading rebound player is right now? Keysha, chat. Azurá Stevenson.
Shut up. Shut the front door.
She's the leading rebounder this season. Angel is like ranked like number 13 of the rebounders this year. She has been out rebound with her own name by Azurá Stevenson, who's number 1. You got Jessica Shepard up there. You have who else is Jessica Shepard? Asia Wilson. Who else? It's put it this way: there's 12 people above her on rebounds this season. Yes.
Well,
go look it up. Go look it up. You gonna see it. It's right there. Angel is like, I kid you not, she's like either number 13, like number 9 or number 13. She's the leading rebounder this year is Azurá Stevenson. She's number 1. Unless last night Jessica Shepard surpassed her, right? But she is the leading rebounder of this season right now. Good. Oh, hey, well, she said she made a post and tagged Renee in it.
Oh, Lord.
Tell them, baby.
Hey, man. Everybody gets their own rebound. You know.
So, look, big girl says, so rebounding is impactful. You bet it is. You bet it is. For everybody except for Angel. I'm just saying. You bet it is. Take those statistics and put it in your pipe and smoke it. Not literally. I'm just saying.
I'm through with y'all. We about to get up off here, chat. We got 2 hours and 33 minutes. We done. Chat. Hit that like button on the way out the door. Tony, this has been fun. I enjoyed the chat.
This was the good one.
I enjoyed the chat. I like that they be fact checking me in real time. I want to be right.
I want to be
right. I don't want to be wrong. Shit.
Yeah,
I got too many useless.
Hey,
I got a lot of useless facts in my brain.
Yeah, let's keep it in the moment. Say Kelsey Mitchell said she has to give Angel her flowers. It's hard to get rebound. So everybody keeps saying it's easy. Check yourself.
Azurá Stevenson said that, and she ain't said nothing else since.
Yes, she ain't said it since, but yet, she's the leading rebounder this year.
AC said that's changed to AZ bound. Shut up, you crazy man. It don't have the same ring to it, AC.
It just don't have the same ring. She had to go clean up her mouth after she said it was easy. You just get it and you just pass it to your teammate. Okay.
Well, if that's the case, why you ain't never led in it then?
And they own you up. They're making you own up to it right now, Azure. While you the leading rebounder. So for all you so-called fans that still with the narrative that Angel and the rebounds, Angel is not the top rebounder, y'all. She not.
Do they even track this stat?
She ain't even the top 10. She ain't even the top 10.
Who tracking that stat, Tony?
Yeah, there ain't nobody. I know I ain't tracking it because I could care less. But the reason I know that is someone showed it last night while I was strolling, and I actually meant to save that clip. They showed the rebound. It was a young lady on TikTok, and she broke it down. She even broke it down to the statistical standpoint of where every player in the league was, what they look like. I'm telling you. And Angel's just down on all the categories. So I mean, y'all keep coming for her, and she ain't even the one y'all need to be talking about. We just saying.
But we definitely gonna share that stat though. We should
hey girl.
we still gonna sell that merch though.
Because she's on her third win of how to check out too.
I know she right. We about to get up out of here, big girl.
Oh, she said, don't take notes. Then she come back and said, don't take notes because y'all on y'all second one.
Don't benediction. Because Bro Claude be talking for 20 minutes. I don't do that. They just keep running their mouth. Big girl. Just keep running their mouth. It's time to go. Hit the like button on the way out the door. Tony, you don't get no final say, so just say bye to the people in the chat. We love you, chat.
Bye, chat. That's all I was told to say. Bye, chat.
Bye, chat.